Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. Wanted to try something a little different tonight. Yeah. Happy Wednesday, y'all. I was out here just hanging and figured it would be kind of fun to play along briefly. Just because. Because, you know, music is awesome and fun, but it tends to be a little bit more enjoyable in context. You know. Well, happy Wednesday, y'all. I'm Jimmy. Welcome to Wednesday Night Live. We do this every single Wednesday. Most Wednesdays. Under ideal circumstances where we'll gather together, grab a cold beverage, 12-pound Les Paul, and we'll talk about our feelings. Today I'm using my 1975. It's actually 75. I remembered that 75 Gibson Les Paul Custom. I realized y'all probably heard some of that in in a slightly phasey context. That's actually really funny. That's very funny. Huh. Who would have thunk? Who would have thunk it? Yeah, so happy Wednesday, y'all. We had a good last few days. Good Q&A on Monday. A good, what are we doing Tuesday? Y'all, I don't know what day it is. What do we do on Tuesday? Monday we did Q&A. Tuesday we did, oh my gosh, I'm running a blank. Hot takes. Wow. And today is rig roast. Had some good rigs to roast. Hey, thanks, y'all, over on YouTube. Khaki tequilas. Okay, khaki tequilas. I'm going to call you khaki tequila because that's what I'm drinking right now. subbed. Thank you. If you guys want to hear this in full, glorious, ping-pongy stereo, head over to YouTube. I'm over there. So you can hear left and right. So you can hear the effects as God intended. Repeat. Said Tuesday was chest day, brother. Yes, it was. And it was a good chest day for me. It was a very good chest day. I think it was leg day for you. Rywin says those stock pickups are insane. Dude, they are, man. I love this guitar so much. I've said it before, but this is like a desert island guitar for me. Like, I've always wanted a black and gold Les Paul Custom. And honestly, black and gold is like my thing. Like, it's my color. I love black and gold everything. Like, everyone, I've had people say, dude, like, that's so gaudy. Like, I've looked at getting Gretsches that are black and gold, Duesenbergs that are black and gold. The only Veritas Portlander that I'm like semi-interested in is a black and gold one. But I probably won't get it out of pure principle. I love black and gold. It's just the thing, man. I love it. Love it. This is heavy as crap. These are so pre T-Top. So T-Top are the pickups that Gibson started producing in the mid-70s. They're a little hotter. They sound great too. These are what's called patent number pickups. So you have PAF, which are patent applied for, and then patent number pickups. That's what's in this guitar. And I love it. I love it. Easily my favorite guitar. Sounds so good, clean. Yeah, I'm so happy with the guitar. It's such a fun instrument, you know? Rywin says, back day every time you played. Yes. Yeah. Brandon Williams says, love my Les Paul. I can't put it down. Dude, yes. Never put it down. Always keep holding it up. Bear the burden of the Paul. As we say at the Loft, those who Paul together, ball together. Yeah. New things. I decided to join a subscriber page on Instagram. Why? Mostly to shame Anthony Groves. Anthony Groves, if you're out there, you're my boy. You're my boy, Blue. But you deserve to be shamed for selling your Maris Mercury X and LVX. I got that Veritas 503 mentioned on your AMA a while back, dude. Okay, the 503 is a instrument that I would consider getting. Did you do anything to it? I know Greg Lauer bought one. Well, he bought a Pro Series, Pro Line model. And first thing he did was, what did he do? Did he replace the pickups? I don't remember what he did. He did some work to it. Okay. Okay, so does this sound good like as a praise and worship guitar? Or does it sound just good as a guitar? Yeah, I'm kind of on the fence because like it'd be cool to own a guitar like that, but part of me is also just like, oh, maybe I should just get like a 335 because there's like quite a few 335s in my area. There's also a Heritage 335 type model for sale, which I'm definitely very, very interested in. Yo, we had our first cold front of the year this past weekend. Or of the season, I should say. Not of the year. And it was absolutely glorious. It was phenomenal. What's up, Zach Curry? Hey, Zachary Ryan Saucier says, do not put the Bigsby on it. I think Zach's full of crap right there. Don't listen to Zach. Never listen to Zach. If you're new here and you're just getting in on the beef. Jordan Ingold says, I just need it to be cold for the season so I don't have to wear morning clothes and afternoon clothes. Oh, wait, you have morning clothes? That means you live in the north, right? We don't have morning clothes and afternoon clothes. Sustain is for Siswais. Anthony, what's up, bro? Hey, you want to hop on? Last week we had Casey from Florida. Anthony, we were just talking smack about you. What a coincidence. Y'all, so I've been doing the rig roast thing. Okay, so first of all, obviously my rig roasts are kind of rates as well. I'm thinking of doing like a submit your playing type thing and doing a rate or a roast. Yeah, I need to hear this. Turn your delay mix down and I will. Hold on a second. I'm going to invite Anthony over here. Give me just a second. Stand by. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. But yeah, Anthony, we were talking smack about you because of reasons, right? Obvious reasons. What are you guys talking about? Hey, Jesse, what's up, bro? Jesse, you had a hot take yesterday that was not well received, if I remember correctly. Whatever, dude. So it's also fair. You can watch TV with your wife. That's fine. Josh Tan says, hey, man, love your playing through on YouTube. Killer Tone playing. Thanks, dude. Thanks, bro. Appreciate that. Katy Perry and T Swift. Was it that one? I can't remember. Maybe no, because I think I agree with that one. Yeah, I think maybe that was the one that I agreed with. What was the hot take? Something about like, because I had said that Katy Perry's "Teenage Dream" is one of the best pop songs ever. It's not even close. Oh, that's what it was. Sumo Deadlift doesn't count. Yeah, bro, you're freaking wrong. Cam Sandoval, what are your favorite Tonex captures? First time? Team Wednesday Night Live. What are my thoughts on Tonex? Sir, this is a Wendy's. That is my defunct answer. Anytime someone submits something that's like so generically basic, it's like, bro, if I'm rating rigs and you send me a picture of your Helix in like a Big Sky, bro, sir, this is a Wendy's, all right? Or if your hot take is like, you don't need more gear, you need more practice. Okay, boomer. Sir, this is a Wendy's, you know? Yo, we need hot takes. We need legitimately hot takes. We need people to say like, I don't know. Ryan says, Jimmy, should I do a hybrid rig with a QC or sell going back to pedals? Bro. What's your situation? What's your gear situation like? Also, Cam Sandoval, I've just not played Tonex. I don't own one, so there you go. Josh Smith, what's up, brother? That's a sound right there. Hold up. Hold the front door. Oh my gosh. Where are my switches? There you go. Still getting the handle of the PVC. The small PVC, I should say. Jordan said, someone make a hot take on the worship leader's mini sermon once the pastor steps down. See, Josh Smith said, I would like the record to show that my Helix had more than a Big Sky. But hear me out, Josh. You were not the only one. I mean, here's the thing. You know, GFI System is on here. GFI System. I used the Cab Zeus for years in a pedal board based wet dry wet setup, and I absolutely loved it. So, good job on making fantastic stuff, GFI Systems. Big fan of your stuff. Also, your editor's great too, which is kind of a surprise. Most people's editors are not very, very good. Yeah, Josh Smith had a big Mercurix. Great. Sorry, this is a Wendy's, Josh. The honk in that tone is just perfect. You're taking the honk in this tone. It's even better with Ames, man. Avid Design Creative, here's a hot take. Tons of people do a Les Paul better than the Gibson. Peggle, I'm not familiar with Peggle. Huber, Heritage, and more. Oh, for sure. Yeah. Honestly, if you want a really, really great Les Paul, go to ESP. So ESP Guitars, like the company that makes like the metal guitars, and look for an Edwards. Edwards by ESP. Their guitars are fantastic. And you can get them like, well, kind of depends on what you're getting. You can get like a Les Paul custom type thing. Oh my gosh, sorry, that tahini was a lot of tahini. You can get like a Edwards Les Paul custom for not terribly expensive, like maybe like anywhere from like $1,000 to $1,500. Thank you, GFI. I am locked in. They also make really, really great like 59 burst type guitars. They're killer. They're absolutely killer. Honestly, before I got this one, I was looking at either a Bernie or an Edwards. I'm glad I got this one for obvious reasons. The McCarty 594 is the best LP that Gibson ever made. You know, I'm very close to being on that side. So I'm a part of the Kenyon Reads subscription chat because I'm basic and I wanted to support my friend. When I got there, one of the guys was kind of like probing me and asking me different things. One of them was about PRS. Yeah, the McCarty 594 is a fantastic guitar. I had an absolutely incredible first experience with it. Like, unbelievable. Like, I was like, dude, I need to buy this right now. And then I came back like a week later, and it didn't really speak to me in the same way. So, I don't know. I'm a fan of PRS. I'm a big fan of PRS. I love PRS. I think the DGT is the best modern classic style guitar out there by far, especially in that like Gibson-ish range. We have a 25-inch scale length, the DGT. I mean, I've never met anyone who doesn't like the DGT. It's like the best guitar they make for sure. The McCarty 594 is kind of a second behind that. The McCarty 594 is a really great guitar, especially so. And here's the thing: you can get a single cut or a double cut. So, first of all, I don't understand why people dislike the double cut from PRS. I think that the double cut PRS is I think it's a great design. It's like right there in between Strat, kind of semi offset, and Gibson style. It's lightweight. They sound great. They feel good. You get all the advantages of mahogany and a maple top. It's like, bro, come on, what's wrong with you? Yeah. And of course, the single cut. You know, if you're into the PRS single cut design, that's great. If you're not, then whatever, not a big deal. Yeah. So yeah, I'm like 7 out of 10. There, agree with you on that. FGN makes some great Les Pauls too. Not familiar with that, but feel free to shoot me a link. Zachary says Edwards, vintage Greco and Bernie. Yeah, there's quite a bit of Grecos. Granted, you know, I've not played a Greco that has like blown me away. I have played Edwards that have blown me away. Made in the Fujigen factory. That's cool. Ryan says PRS is for old heads. Okay, cool. Good for you. Cool. Avid Design Creative said, PRS. I'm going to interpret what you're saying. I don't know why. I just don't like them. I don't know how to say it. Doesn't feel like the guitars have a soul. Sounds like you've been watching too much Rhett Shull. If I had to make a guess. And that is a jab at Rhett Shull. course, the irony behind that is like I've played a bunch of like Sirs and like Duesenbergs that I feel the exact same way about. I think at the end of the day, you need to be able to convince yourself why you like something, and it's perfectly fine if you can come up with a reason for why you don't like something. But if it's just some generic offhand thing, it's like that doesn't. I don't know. It's kind of a lame excuse. Yeah. We were talking about him in the Canyon Jet today. I think so. Here's my opinion on Brett Schull. I think he is as simple and basic as they come in terms of like, I don't know how old he is, late 20s, early 30s, millennial, semi-burned by the church, living in a big city in the South. Bro, they're all the same. They're all the same. Especially if you follow them in threads. Here's the thing. People are going to go on their journey, right? But, yeah, sometimes they're just wrong. And I've lived long enough to know that, hey, I see themes and I see patterns. I generally know what you're going to be kind of be like if you're a certain type of person in a certain kind of area. Anyone know who that song is? Inside Outside by Delirious. New World Service album. Yeah, bro. Dude, okay, we were talking about that today. I think that era of Delirious might be one of my favorites. And that song in particular, dude, it does something to me. That was a bad note. Oh, so good. Sorry, I had some people on YouTube saying, what platform are you reading from? Instagram. I'm streaming on Instagram and YouTube. Oh, so good. Yeah. Jordan said, dude, I feel bad these guys bad experience in church. I used to like Good Trouble, but they're really not the best. Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. Like, church hurt thing is, it happens. It does happen. And you can't discredit it because it happens, you know? And some churches are good churches and some churches are bad churches. So it's kind of part and parcel with it, you know? It's a bummer. I think it's a big bummer. And in the same way that you would ask them to not paint with such a broad stroke about the church, we probably shouldn't paint with such a broad stroke regarding them. That being said, it's easier to do that because they're public figures. So of course you would. Gravity by them was Stable of My Childhood. Gravity by Delirious, I'm assuming. Timothy W. Music said, man, I just started running my Jet City, my AC-15. It's a match made in heaven. Dude, great. That's great for you, man. Those Jet City amps are surprisingly good. Rywin said, you should come to Lubbock and throw down some tracks with Carson and me. I would love that. I love Carson. Carson's a great guy. Sam Sandoval asks, what pickups do you have in that Les Paul? These are the original patent number pickups from 1975. So patent number pickups are basically PAFs. So it's their 70s PAFs, and they're amazing. They got kind of this like snarl to them. Reverb is brought to you by the Mercury X. No surprise there. I'm also using a little bit of compression from the Cali 76. Yeah. Here's the thing, man. Like, the main reason why I switched back to amps was because I didn't want to lose the skill. Actually, let me phrase that. The reason why I switched back to miking up amps instead of using, cab sims, IR loaders, all that kind of stuff, is I didn't want to lose the skill of miking up an amp. And so I sold all my captors, had a bunch of Captor X's, bought some cabs, bought an actual ISO cab that I keep right over here, and I love it. I love it. It just works. Josh Smith asked, "Do you notice any difference between the new Cali FET and the older Cali 76?" Yeah, I've answered that a few different times. Basically, it's you have more headroom. David Yossi, what's up, bro? Hey, there he is. He's on Instagram and YouTube. That's probably the way to do it. You get much better sound. Y'all, I've said it a few different times, and I just got to do it. I wanted to start straight up streaming on YouTube. It's a better experience. Nick Bowling asked, what kind of cabs do you use? So I have a few different cabs. What I keep permanently in my ISO cab is just a open back 112 of a Celestion Creamback. That being said, I also have the original 212 oversized cab from Fender for my Bassman. And I have the 212 matchless cab for my Clubman, back when both those were heads. Now they're both combos. And I have a 112 third power cab right there. I have quite a bit of cabs. In the matchless, I have a Alnico Creamback. In the Bassman combo, I have a gold, Alnico Gold. Third power is an Alnico Gold as well. Noah asked, I know you, Noah. Noah is a guy who I've known a very long time. He's a drummer. He's a firefighter. And he makes a fantastic cocktail. Anyway, Noah, I use a bunch of types of picks. Most of the time, I prefer these orange Dunlop Tortex picks, but I also have the blue Herdums, and I have the Herco Flex 75s as well. Basically, the Herdem is for this sound. For a scratchy sound. Also, the Herco does that too. It's slightly different. The Herco is a slightly more it's a thicker pick, but you can get kind of the same sound. A little softer. You know, a little softer sounding because of the density of the pick. Whereas you get a little bit more of that chirp from the blue ones. But generally speaking, like my go-to most of the time, I mean, I have all of them with me at all times. But the Dunlop Orange Tordex. These are 60 mil. That reverb is a bit much. You're welcome for the demonstration, Noah. So what's going on with y'all tonight? I've had a hell of a week. Ready for Friday. Really, I'm ready for tomorrow. Tomorrow I'll be able to go to the gym. Air out some of my grievances. Air out some of my grievances with some iron. One of my favorite sounds on the H90 is to have two dual like stereo tremolos. That's what I have right here. If you're on YouTube, you can kind of hear it in full stereo. It's cool because it has like this like the pattern is almost like where it kind of comes in and out. Who was your biggest influence when we were starting to learn to play? Man, so when I was a kid, well, first thing is I technically started when I was like 4. So I've been playing for a long time, over 30 years, and you know, the music my parents had around the house. So my dad listened to a lot of Steely Dan, a lot of classic rock, Eric Clapton, Stevie Ray Vaughan, all those guys, right? The Who, big influence. But when I really first started to kind of like take it seriously, it was man. When I first started taking it seriously, I want to say it was like Metallica. Here's what my influences are really across the board because like it's literally like year by year it would change drastically. So like heavily influenced by Steely Dan, heavily influenced by Metallica, Slayer, Dream Theater, Brad Paisley, the Worship guys, Hillsong, all them. Just a big variety. Just a really, really big variety of different people. So David Yossi asked me what I'm using to stream Instagram and YouTube simultaneously. I'm using a website called Restream and OBS. Yeah. So, but in regards to influences, I mean, it's just kind of all over the map. I was thinking about it the other day. Like, probably the biggest influences were, like in terms of my playing, my sense of harmony and like harmonic sensibilities is probably mostly influenced by Steely Dan. So Larry Carlton, all those guys. Um, uh, to a slightly lesser degree, probably The Who and Pete Townsend. That has more to do with like my rock side, but like my ability to like shape harmonies and melodies is mostly influenced by Steely Dan. Dream Theater, so John Petrucci, those guys, those rock guys. And then of course, as I got older and did some touring and started expanding into different genres, Keith Urban, Brad Paisley, country guys. And then once I kind of learned about like session players and what they do, I basically shifted all my focus into like being influenced by basically pros who play on albums that you hear. Do you think you're at a point now where you found your sound, or something that'll be a lifelong chase? I mean, I kind of to a degree. I think me finding my sound actually has more to do with like how I play rather than like what I play and like amps and whatnot that I go for. Like to me, it's like a feel thing. So like if I'm playing into a new rig, it'll kind of depend on, can I get it to feel how I want it to feel, not necessarily sound exactly, because like if I'm playing on different genres, I want if I'm playing on a song for an artist, like I need it and I want it to feel a certain way, like I'm pursuing the feel rather than like a specific amp or a specific tone. I'm like, I want it to feel a certain way, so that influences how I play. So yeah, I mean, to a certain degree, yeah. I think I found my feel is the right way to view it. But obviously, even then, that's still subject to change because I'm still always learning. I'm always trying to learn, at least. Yeah, so it's about feel. I think so. For you as a drummer, that would probably make sense to you. A good example of that would be like, so when you're playing with these Hurden picks, majority of the time you're playing it with the fat edge because that's where it has that thing, texture on it. And you can't do that with, the Dunlop. What you get as a result of that is just a lot softer sounding thing because you're not playing with the actual sharp tip of the pick. And then from there you're able to get, different kind of in-between textures by using the Hurkos. That's always been my biggest thing. Feel. I suck at being technical because I only play what I feel. Yeah. So here's the thing, man. So for me, it all comes down to serving the song. And so, like, sometimes serving the song means that you don't necessarily feel it, if that makes any sense. And I think it's like a muscle memory thing, because eventually you can learn to kind of feel the vibe of a song or the feel or the groove of a song and play accordingly to that. So I get it. But, you know, wherever you're at now is not the place that you're going to stay at, if that makes any sense. This sound currently is the Kali 76 and the Daily Driver Boost. This is probably my favorite, like, clean gain type sound that I have at the moment. Has just the right amount of push. Jack Sherrill said, what's your main reverb algorithm? Majority of the time it is gravity on the Mercury X. Majority of the time. It's just something that I've kind of grown to like and appreciate. When I had the CXM on my board, which is right over here, I typically, I used to use a bunch of different types of reverb algorithms, and I still have them all saved in preset, set, whatever. You know, I like the plate a lot in the Mercury X. I think Cathedra is one of their best sounding one of their best sounding algorithms, and it's original to them from the Mercury 7. So big fan of that one. But yeah, gravity on the Mercury X for the most part. And that sounds like, sorry, I was working with some like song preset type things. Cool. So this is Gravity 1. Cage McNeely said, Telly versus 335 for worship. What do you mean for worship, brother? Granted, this is an older preset. I also like the room. I have a gated room. Turn the delay off. Oops. Yeah, gated room's dope, especially for like lead stuff. Like imagine you're like in a song and you just need your tone to cut through. Like, bro, what is going on here? What happened? Oh. I was like, why does my sound so quiet? Y'all, gated reverb. Freaking goat. All right, y'all, I'm going to head out. I only have really an hour here on Instagram, so I'm going to head out. So thanks for joining me for Wednesday Night Live. I'm going to play y'all out with maybe some music. Yes, pitch glitch in reverse. Thank you guys for joining me. I'll see you guys again on the next one. You'll have a good one.